Do you remember yelling at your tube TV and mashing buttons like your life depended on it? And you can probably still quote lines in older games that live rent-free in your head to this day. In this episode, we've got platforming legends turned post-apocalyptic rebels, FPS chaos, cursed blades, frozen wastelands, and the game that made Xbox matter. Whether they launched franchises or got buried under sequels, these 5 titles hit different, and they still do. Welcome to another episode of Waves of Nostalgia. First up, we got Jak 3. Now, Jak 3 was a wild evolution of a franchise that started with silent platforming and ended with Mad Max energy. You're dropped into the wasteland, exiled and armed with a morphing arsenal of light and dark eco powers. The tone shifted hard, gritty, sarcastic, and cinematic. Jak speaks, Daxter's still unhinged, and the world feels like a fusion of GTA, Ratchet & Clank, and Dune. Vehicle combat, open world traversal, and a surprisingly emotional story made Jak 3 the peak of the trilogy. It balanced chaos with control, giving players freedom to explore Haven City ruins or the desert beyond. The gunplay was tight, the powers were satisfying, and the writing leaned into its edgy charm without losing heart. It's still one of Naughty Dog's most ambitious pre-Uncharted titles to this day. Next up on the list, we have Bulletstorm. Now, Bulletstorm was a loud, chaotic FPS that turned violence into a score attack. The skill shot system rewarded creativity. Kick enemies into spikes, leash them into hazards, or blast them mid-air for bonus points. It was arcade sensibility wrapped in Unreal Engine grit, and it played like a shooter that wanted you to show off. The story, pure cheese. The dialogue, profane poetry. But the gameplay loop was tight, addictive, and surprisingly deep. It flopped commercially, but earned cult status over time. Enough to get a remaster and a VR port. If you ever yelled gangbang after a multi-kill, you know exactly why this one made the list. Next up on the list, we have a classic. It is Heavenly Sword. Now, Heavenly Sword was Ninja Theory's first big swing, and it showed. Nadiko's cursed blade, the motion capture performances, and Andy's chewing scenery as King Bohan, it felt like a playable stage drama. The combat lets you switch stances mid-fight, juggling enemies with wide sweeps or precision strikes. It was short, linear, and a little rough around the edges, but it had soul. Nadiko's arc was tragic and powerful, and the game's cinematic ambition paved the way for games like Hellblade. It didn't get a sequel, but it left a legacy, one that still gets name dropped when people talk about PS3 early gems. Coming in at number 4, we have Halo. Now, Halo wasn't just a game, it was a revolution. It standardized dual-stick FPS controls, made LAN parties a cultural event, and gave Xbox its identity. The campaign was iconic. Master Chief, Cortana, the Flood, and the final Warthog escape. Every beat is burned into every gamer's DNA. And for all of my Halo fans out there, we all know that multiplayer was where this game truly thrived. Blood gulch, rocket jumps, sticky grenades, it was chaos with precision. Halo didn't just define console shooters, it built the blueprint. And even now, Halo holds up as a masterclass in pacing, sandbox design, and pure fun. Coming in at number 5, we have Lost Planet. Lost Planet dropped into a frozen hellscape with a thermometer ticking down like a death clock. You fought alien bugs, piloted mechs, and scavenged heat just to survive. It was Capcom's icy answer to Gears of War, third-person shooting with a survival twist. Now, for its time, the visuals were stunning and the boss fights were massive. Multiplayer was definitely underrated, and the grappling hook added verticality that most shooters ignored. The sequel lost focus, but the first game, it's still a frozen gem that definitely deserves some more love. These games didn't just entertain, they left fingerprints on the genre. Some launched legacies, others became cult classics, but they all hit us right in the memory card. So I gotta ask, what do you think? Are these games still legendary, or are they frozen in time? Let me know down in the comments below. I've been Wave6, you guys have been awesome, and until next time, as always, just sit back, relax, and enjoy the wave. Catch you guys in the next one. Peace.